Good Sunday evening, and thanks for joining us on the Eyewitness News at 10. I'm Mike McDaniel. In a little more than an hour, the calendar will flip to a date that so many of us here would like to just skip. August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall. Then the levees failed, flooding the city. August 29, 2021, Hurricane Ida slammed into southeast Louisiana, leaving many displaced from their homes till this very day. Erica Ferrando brings us this story as we prepare to mark the anniversaries of both storms tomorrow.
These houses, the streets, the stories. The Holy Cross neighborhood is still home to some of the same people who can share vivid memories of Hurricane Katrina and the flood that followed.
It started raining and the wind picked up, and then the water started to rise.
Cleveland Warren has lived in this home a block from the levee for 40 years and stayed when Katrina forced him into survival mode.
It got to the first step, got to the second, third, and then it came on in the house. Then they had on a little news that 90% of the city was underwater. And, you know, the lights and stuff was off.
He and his son found neighbors.
We walked at the levee all the way to the St. Claude Bridge.
And he remembers walking to the Morial Convention Center, then being airlifted out to South Carolina. Months later, he was back home to rebuild.
I had to gut it out and rewire it and replumbing.
Warren's home here in the Holy Cross neighborhood is just across the street from the Katrina National Memorial Foundation, which just moved into this global green building 6 months ago.
The last location was 2800 Cleveland Avenue. That was destroyed by Ida, Hurricane Ida, so people are still recovering from Ida.
Omar Kashmir founded the foundation in 2007.
So this is the first family I rescued.
The museum, now in its new 9th Ward home, houses photos and the Katrina list, a collection of names and stories of Katrina survivors and victims.
Well, I think we made a lot of progress, but we have a lot of progress yet to make. Take, for instance, where you are here in the 9th Ward. The 9th Ward was totally neglected. They didn't realize the people were coming back.
Last year, it was Ida. So, you know, you kind of just keep on going, you know? I mean, it's just one of them things. You can't do nothing but it, you know what I mean?
Last year, Hurricane Ida made landfall near Port Fourchon as a strong Category 4 storm, carving a path of destruction through the region.
I lost the shingles, you know? And that's the way it goes, you know.
August 29th, survivors of both storms will reflect on the loss and progress as southeast Louisiana continues to rebuild from both. Erica Ferrando, Eyewitness News.
There will be a lot of reflection tomorrow, and tomorrow we will have special coverage of the year anniversary of Hurricane Ida. We will highlight how our region is bouncing back after the storm. We certainly hope you will join us for the morning newscast tomorrow and a special 4 o'clock newscast tomorrow afternoon. And throughout the day tomorrow, we will show you how many people are reflecting on Hurricane Katrina 17 years later.